On December 7, 2024, Notre Dame de Paris reopened its doors after a meticulous 5-year restoration following the devastating 2019 fire. The reopening ceremony was a momentous occasion, attended by over 2,500 guests, including global dignitaries such as U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, First Lady Jill Biden, Britain's Prince William, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The ceremony commenced with Archbishop Laurent Ulrich of Paris performing the symbolic reopening of the cathedral doors, using a crozier crafted from a beam that survived the fire. This act was followed by the resounding chimes of the cathedral's great organ and the ringing of its largest bell, Emmanuel, signifying a new chapter in Notre Dame's storied history. French President Emmanuel Macron paid tribute to the bravery of the firefighters and the dedication of over 2,000 workers who contributed to the restoration. He emphasized the collective effort that led to the cathedral's revival, highlighting it as a symbol of unity and cultural heritage. The reopening was not only a celebration of architectural restoration, but also a reaffirmation of Notre Dame's significance as a global icon of resilience and faith. The ceremonies underscored the cathedral's enduring presence and its role in bringing together people from around the world. As Notre Dame reopens to the public, it stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the unwavering spirit of preservation, inviting visitors to once again experience its grandeur and historical significance. Notre Dame de Paris is not just a cathedral, it's a timeless symbol of Gothic architecture and Parisian heritage. Situated on the Ile de la Cité in the heart of Paris, this stunning masterpiece took nearly 2 centuries to build, with its construction beginning in 1163. Its soaring spires, flying buttresses, and intricate sculptures represent the height of medieval craftsmanship. The facade, adorned with biblical scenes, captivates millions of visitors each year. The famous gargoyles that perch along its edges are more than just decorative. They also serve as rain spouts, channeling water away from the cathedral's walls to protect its structure. Inside, its high vaulted ceilings and massive columns create an awe-inspiring sense of space. The cathedral has stood witness to over 850 years of French history, including royal coronations, revolutions, and world wars, embodying resilience and enduring beauty. When Victor Hugo published The Hunchback of Notre Dame in 1831, he wasn't just telling a story, he was saving a monument. At the time, Notre Dame de Paris had fallen into disrepair, its walls eroded and sculptures damaged. Hugo's novel awakened public interest in preserving the cathedral, portraying it as a central character and a symbol of enduring beauty. The tragic love story of Quasimodo, the bell ringer, and Esmeralda, the gypsy, brought life to its gargoyles, bells, and hidden corners. The novel not only spurred a restoration campaign, but also cemented Notre Dame's place in popular culture. The 19th century restorations, led by Eugène Viollet-le-Duc, revived its grandeur, including the addition of the iconic spire that became a hallmark of Paris. Thanks to Hugo's literary masterpiece, Notre Dame is not merely a building, but a beacon of French history and human imagination. The rose windows of Notre Dame de Paris are among the finest examples of medieval stained glass artistry. Each of the 3 circular windows tells its own story through vibrant colors and intricate designs. The north rose, built around 1250, represents the Old Testament, while the south rose, completed a decade later, depicts the New Testament. The west rose, smaller but equally mesmerizing, adorns the main facade. The south rose, gifted by King Louis XIII, contains 84 panels depicting scenes from the apocalypse, casting vivid, otherworldly hues when sunlight streams through. These windows were created not only to inspire awe, but also to educate a largely illiterate population about biblical narratives. Miraculously, despite wars, revolutions, and the 2019 fire, the rose windows have survived, standing as enduring symbols of faith, artistry, and human ingenuity. Their breathtaking beauty continues to enchant millions of visitors every year. Notre Dame de Paris holds one of the most revered relics in Christianity, the Crown of Thorns, believed to have been placed on Jesus' head during the crucifixion. This sacred artifact was brought to Paris in 1239 by King Louis X, later canonized as Saint Louis. To house the relic, Louis also commissioned the construction of Sainte-Chapelle, another Gothic marvel nearby. The crown is displayed at Notre Dame during special ceremonies, particularly on Good Friday. Encased in a gold and crystal reliquary, it serves as a powerful symbol of sacrifice and redemption. During the catastrophic fire in April 2019, firefighters heroically saved the relic, ensuring its place in history and faith remained intact. The Crown of Thorns is not just an artifact, it is a bridge between the spiritual and the physical, a testament to the enduring power of faith housed within Notre Dame's storied walls. Notre Dame de Paris has seen the rise and fall of empires, surviving tumultuous times, including the French Revolution. During the Revolution, many of its treasures were looted, and statues were beheaded as symbols of monarchy and religion were targeted. The cathedral itself narrowly escaped destruction when it was repurposed as the Temple of Reason during the Revolutionary period. The famous Gallery of Kings statues, originally thought to depict French monarchs, were destroyed by revolutionaries who mistook them for actual kings of France. Despite the damage, the cathedral endured thanks to public and literary support, particularly Victor Hugo's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Today, Notre Dame stands as a symbol of resilience, its walls whispering stories of a nation's struggles, triumphs, and transformations. It reminds visitors that history, though often turbulent, leaves behind monuments of hope and endurance. The bells of Notre Dame are legendary, each with its own personality and history. The most famous, Emmanuel, weighs over 13 tons and resides in the South Tower. Cast in 1686, it rings for significant national and religious events, from coronations to the liberation of Paris in World War II. Emmanuel's deep, resonant chime has become a voice of France itself. Other smaller bells, such as Marie and Gabriel, chime regularly, creating a symphony that echoes across the city. In Victor Hugo's novel, Quasimodo's love for these bells is a poetic tribute to their importance. After the fire in 2019, the bells remained unharmed, continuing their role as sentinels of time and history. Standing beneath Notre Dame's towers, one can almost feel the vibrations of centuries-old melodies that connect the present to the past. Notre Dame de Paris owes much of its preserved beauty to the tireless efforts of 19th century architects Eugène Viollet-le-Duc and Jean-Baptiste Lassus. When Victor Hugo's novel revived public interest in the cathedral, its condition was dire: weathered stone, missing sculptures, and a damaged roof. The restoration, begun in 1844, sought to revive Notre Dame's grandeur while respecting its medieval heritage. Viollet-le-Duc introduced several key features, including the iconic spire that became synonymous with the Paris skyline. His team meticulously recreated damaged statues, added detailed carvings, and restored the gargoyles, which give the cathedral its signature Gothic charm. Despite controversy over some additions, the restoration ensured Notre Dame's survival into the modern age. After the devastating 2019 fire, architects and artisans have once again risen to the challenge of preserving this beloved monument, proving that Notre Dame remains a living, breathing testament to human creativity and resilience. On April 15, 2019, tragedy struck Notre Dame de Paris as a fire broke out beneath its roof, engulfing the centuries-old timbers in flames. The blaze spread rapidly, causing the iconic spire to collapse and destroying much of the roof, known as the Forest, due to its dense medieval woodwork. Parisians and onlookers around the world watched in horror as smoke billowed above the skyline. Yet, amidst the devastation, a miracle unfolded. The main structure, bell towers, and rose windows were spared. Even the Crown of Thorns and other priceless relics were saved by brave firefighters and clergy. Donations poured in, exceeding €1 billion, signaling a global commitment to rebuild. The restoration project aims to restore Notre Dame to its former glory by 2024, blending modern techniques with ancient craftsmanship. The fire, though devastating, reinforced the cathedral's enduring place in the hearts of people worldwide. Notre Dame de Paris is one of the world's most visited landmarks, drawing over 13 million visitors annually before its closure for restoration. Its allure lies in its awe-inspiring Gothic architecture, rich history, and central role in French culture. Tourists flock to marvel at the intricate carvings of the facade, the grandeur of the interior, and the stunning views from the towers. Climbing the 387 steps to the top rewards visitors with a panoramic view of Paris, framed by the cathedral's iconic gargoyles. Inside, the light filtering through the stained glass windows creates a transcendent experience. For many, Notre Dame is more than a historical site. It is a living symbol of France's spiritual and cultural identity. Even in its current state of restoration, the cathedral continues to inspire curiosity, reverence, and admiration, reminding visitors of the timeless beauty it embodies. Few monuments have captured the public imagination like Notre Dame de Paris. Immortalized by Victor Hugo's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the cathedral has become a cultural icon, transcending its architectural brilliance. Hugo's novel not only spurred its 19th century restoration, but also introduced the world to Quasimodo, the hunchbacked bell ringer, and Esmeralda, the gypsy girl. Over the years, Notre Dame has inspired countless adaptations, including operas, plays, and Disney's beloved animated film. Beyond literature and film, the cathedral has served as a backdrop for numerous historical events and artistic works. Its hauntingly beautiful silhouette, framed by the Seine River, has become a symbol of Paris itself. Whether featured in a movie or admired in real life, Notre Dame continues to enchant audiences, reminding us of the timeless connection between art, history, and human creativity.